thing, or his knee. When I escape my hip, that knee goes, this leg goes down, and the idea is he wants to take advantage of that opening, drive his knee over, get tight on this side, and then he can just step over and get right into his side control. Very easy pass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my leg here as a shield. So as I start to escape my hip, I'm going to immediately put my leg in here. All right, I'm running my shin right across his belt line. It is okay if my instep over here doesn't connect. What's not okay is allowing his posture to get down on my legs. So if we raise up for 1 second. When he drops his posture on my legs will go from here to here. All right, with your knees pointing in this direction, your hooks are dead. You've got much more power to kick this way, which does you absolutely no good than you do to go back and lift. Okay? So it's very, very important that once I cut my knee across, I can't let him drop his head, drop his chest down on my knees and pin these things in this direction, because he's effectively killing both hooks at that point. All right? The way I'm going to counter that is by just using my topside frame. So as I go to escape, I drive my knee in and I immediately put my hand on his shoulder, trying to get my arm underneath of his chin. So here at this point, I've got a little bit of pressure back into his shin that's keeping him from coming forward into his pass, and I'm keeping the pressure off of my legs by just putting a supporting frame, okay? It's gonna be loose over here, all right? But the idea is that I shouldn't be staying here too long. This is not a position where I wanna hang out because he still has too much advantage, all right? So what I'm gonna do after this point is I wanna open up my body. So this works in a little bit, contradictory to what I said earlier, but in this instance, because of where he is in relation to me, it's going to work better if I actually open up my body. If you notice right now, his trajectory for passing is still coming straight over my legs, straight over my hips. That's too much of an advantage for him. So I'm going to actually extend my torso so my back is now straight. I move my bottom shoulder away. Now if you notice, his pass is moving out to the inside, over here. So that's item number 1. I've just moved myself offline of the pass. If he insists on passing, that's very simple. All I'm going to do is he starts to pass on this direction, I give him a little bit of a kick, and now I can pull my bottom leg out and I'm right back into my open guard. Okay? So, starting here, one knee up. Bottom person, you're going to escape your hip. You have to be the one that's controlling bringing your knee in. So it's not going to be escape your hip, let the guy drive his knee, bring your knee in. He's going to close off that space. As you escape your hip, you should expect that he's going to drop his knee and immediately drive your hip and your hand underneath to make sure that he cannot close off that space. All right? So now I've protected the position by putting a little bit of pressure here with this knee shield. I've got his posture under control by encouraging to keep his head up because I have a frame. My goal for my hand is to touch him here on the shoulder, and I've got the blade of my arm right on his neck. So if he insists on trying to drop his head forward, he actually just keeps choking himself a little bit more. All right? Once I have this position secure for just a second, it's now time to move my bottom shoulder. I'm just going to look back over my bottom shoulder. Looking at my friend, waving at him. And now from him, if he's sitting stagnant, you can try and kick, but if he's low on his weight on his legs, it's not going to do anything. What works better is waiting for him to insist on this pass. Because as soon as he moves, he takes a little bit of weight off of that leg. I give him a little kick, and it allows me to bring my bottom leg out, and now I got both legs back in front, and I can sit up and get off my back and start to play open guard. Does that make sense? Combat base. You're going to escape your hip, bring your knee in, and frame all at the same time. Boom. Here. All right. Once you have that in place, look over your shoulder. Hi, Mom. All right, make sure you extend your bottom shoulder away, looking for him to continue. All I do is kick that leg that's on the belt line. Notice how it dumps his weight on that side, takes all the weight off my bottom leg, so now I can come to the middle, and I can put it right there on his hip, and that's where you're going to want to put it. All right, and then however this turns out from here, well, it just kind of depends. Normally, once you do this, he's going to start to back up. And now I can, with the weight off of me, I can sit up, I can follow. Okay? Just really quickly, you may wonder, once we get here, well, what if he doesn't, what if he gets a little wise and he doesn't want to pass this way, right? But remember, you still got this hook. So if he decides to get smart and go the other direction, just ride that hook and sit up with him. So that knee shield is also acting as a feeler. If he goes in that direction, I give him a little bit of a kick, throws his weight in that direction, my bottom foot comes out. If he goes back against that knee shield, just keep it attached. That's all you have to do is make sure you place sticky hooks on his belt line and he will carry you in that direction. Pull your bottom leg out.